All right, guys. So this is gonna be one of those I'm about to expose a mofo for their hypocrisy type videos because there's been a lot of things that I really find hilarious, especially for some of these progressive liberal hacks that say, you know, we're not doing things that this certain party is doing. I'm doing things the opposite way. I'm doing things for everybody's benefit. But when it comes down to it, is that they are just full of BS as they have always been. So what I'm talking about is that AOC, her with Ihan Omar and the rest of the squad gang, the whole defund the police thing. We want less police officers in the streets because without the police, this whole city will look at the suburbs. You guys remember that quote from AOC? You guys remember that? Well, apparently not. According to AOC, she doesn't. Because according to this news article from the Post Millennial, revealed defund the police advocate AOC Alexandria Ocasio Cortez spent thousands of dollars on private security. Uh, it's been revealed that the defund police advocate Representative Alexandria Ocasio Cortez paid thousands to a former Blackwater contractor for personal security. So again, she wants officers off the streets for the people's benefits, but she's paying thousands of dollars for all this private security so she can be protected. Does that not? Does that not? Does not? I was, I can't even get the words out for real about how hypocritical this is. Does that not sound like the most hypocritical BS you ever seen, read, heard? Any one of those? It's very hypocritical how she say we want less police on the streets, we want less patrol cars on the streets, we want less police in black neighborhoods because they damage the police. But then she goes out and either way pays thousands of dollars for private security. So let's go ahead and read this article. It's been revealed that defund the police advocate Representative Alexandria Ocasio Cortez paid thousands to a former Blackwater contractor for personal security. According to a review of Federal Election Commission records, Ocasio Cortez campaign dropped at least $4,636 and toolless worldwide protection for security services between January and June 2021. The New York Post reported. The firm Condia is a Virginia-based company owned by Devin Toolless, who is also a bail enforcement officer, according to his website. His other clients include the royal families of Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. Toolless did not entertain questions on the specifics of his contract with the Congresswoman, but he mentioned that he frequently hired former military and law enforcement for protection jobs with VIPs. He noted the gig wasn't for the faint of heart. Laughing, he said to the Post, "We're not hiring social workers." So again, the whole if she truly believes defund police, taking less police officers off the streets, less patrol officers, less what's the other one I'm looking for? Less cops out there, who's giving out parking tickets. She wants less of those for the people that got her in office. But then when it comes to herself, she wants more security than you, because apparently her life means more than you. That's what I'm getting out of this. Her life means more than her voters, even though her voters put her in there because they thought that she would make their lives better. Turns out she doesn't give a flying fuck about your life, about those voters that put her in that chair. She doesn't care. Let's go ahead and continue with this article. Blackwater, now Academy, was a private military company founded by Eric Prince, a former Navy SEAL and billionaire. The company furnished some of the rougher military contractors during the Iraq War, including the Nisour Squad massacre. The incident left 17 Iraqi civilians dead. 4 of Blackwater's agents were convicted in 2014 on counts of murder, manslaughter, and weapons charges, but were all pardoned by former President Donald Trump in 2020. Toulis said his Blackwater days were brief during the early 2000s. He made clear he was only involved in domestic security details. Quote, everyone says Blackwater and they think guys are running and gunning and killing overseas, but that's just not the true story, he said. Reflecting upon his stint with the company at the start of his career, Toulis added, the role was common everyday security. Out of one corner of her mouth, she's attacking the police, and out of the other, she is hiring cops who have gone private to protect her. So AOC, which is it? Veteran Democrat strategist John Reners told the Post. AOC vocally supports defunding the police and insisting the idea will turn blighting communities into suburban paradise. Suburban communities have lower crime rates not because they have more police, but because they have more resources to support a healthy society in a way that reduces crime, Ocasio-Cortez said in an Instagram story last June. So again, here's the thing. It's a major difference between the suburbs and the inner city. The inner city has way more of a capacity than the suburbs. The suburbs is more quiet. It's less people. When it comes to places like the inner city, that's not the case. It's more people, which means it's going to be more crime. But apparently, to AOC, that's not the case. She's not thinking rationally, like she ever does. The money Toulis received was just a small piece of the more than $34,000 Ocasio-Cortez spent on private security. Okay, so she spent $34,000 on private security, while you can't get officers out on the street, doing their jobs. And consultants in the first half of 2021, records show $28,498 was spent locally at New York's own Three Bridges LLC, which bills itself as part of a new generation of the private security industry. Another $1,552 was given to 24/7 Security and Investigation in Houston to provide Ocasio-Cortez security when she was in town to raise money following a devastating winter storm. Quote, we got connected to Ocasio-Cortez through another representative that is a family friend of his, said Joe Orsak, owner of the firm. He assigned a former Army Special Forces veteran to watch over the politician. So again, the spending spike took place and heightened security fears from several lawmakers following the Capitol Hill riot on January 6th. Some of the biggest security spenders have been anti-Trump Republicans, including House Government Representative Liz Cheney, who spent around $50,400 on security so far this year. Senator Mitt Romney spent $46,630. Upstate New York Rep. John Katko, who was also voted for impeachment, spent at least $19,874 during the span. So again, hypocrites, people. All hypocrites. Talking about we want less police in the streets because they target mainly black and brown people, but then she goes out and gets hires private security. So once again, people, they will take away the police force. They will take away patrollers out on the street because for your safety, but then they go out and hire private security and they live in gated communities while you don't. You live in an apartment complex. You live in the ghetto. You live in houses near apartment complexes, while you are not as protected as they are because they have private security watching them day in and day out. You're more at risk, and they saying we want to take away the patrol, but some patrollers and some police officers from your local police department because we think it's gonna be more safe. It's gonna be more safe for you, but when it comes to us, we want more. We are hiring more private security. Does that not sound hypocritical to you guys? Honestly, you guys tell me. But maybe I'm tripping. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comments below. If you guys like what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I will see y'all next one. Peace.